Hi everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator from Hamilton, Ohio. I know I've been missing for a couple weeks due to a surgery I had to have. I had a total knee replacement on September 27th, and since everything is in my basement, I just couldn't get down here. So I am back now. I hope to be able to come back more and more. So anyway, I am going to line my computer up so that I will be able to try to help myself stay in focus with you guys. There we go. And anyway, I have a card to share with you tonight. It's using the Fragrant Forest stamp set. It is a background stamp of trees and that, so I just want to show you that. It's a quick card. It's a fun card. You can make it as a Christmas card. I think it would make a great masculine card. So I wanted to show you that, and we'll get started. Well, before we do that, let me tell you that Stampin' Up, the rest of tonight and tomorrow, they have free shipping on orders $75 or more in the U.S. And that way you can, if you've got a big order and you'd like to order, and you have $75, you could get free shipping, which is a big savings. So I wanted to tell you about that. I also want to tell you about their joining their starter kit. I usually don't go into a lot of depth about that here, but the thing of that is they have the best deal that I've seen them have, and I've been with them almost 10 years. So what it is the starter kit is usually $99, and you get $125 worth of merchandise. You can get $125 worth of merchandise for like $67 and some change, plus your taxes on depending on where you live and that. But anyway, that's a great deal. I mean, that's like half price. So I wanted to tell you that. But you can also do it one other way. You can get more product. You can keep what you pay is $99. And they get 35% more on the $125, so you get like $160-something worth of merchandise for the $99. And not only that, Stampin' Up has their, it's called On Stage, a virtual event where it's global from demonstrators all over the world. And Stampin' Up puts it on. It's a very good thing. They have a new stamp set and stuff they'll be showing, and they'll also, while they're on there, they will probably show stuff with what's going to be coming out in January. So you get to see all that. That's a $77 value that you get to be signed up for automatically when you sign up to join Stampin' Up. So if you would like to talk to me about that and join my team, I would love it. Now is the great opportunity, and the starter kit program ends October 31st. So if you want to do it, you have to do it this month to be able to get all of those benefits. So I just wanted to tell you that, and now we will get on to my little project that we have. So let me turn the camera down so you can see the card that we're making. I hope I've got it in focus as we go down. We'll see. So here we go. And there is our card. Here is my host code for October if you need to order anything. That is also the ritaholmes.stampinup.net. That's my online store that you can go to. Or go to stampinup.com, and where it says find a demonstrator, you can put my name in, or you can put Hamilton, Ohio, or my zip code 45011, and you would be able to find me. It would be under Rita Holmes, not Rita Weigel Holmes like you see me on Facebook. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that. But here's our card. I used 3 colors on this. Here is our stamp. It is this stamp. Let's just move that right to there. Here is the stamp case. It is a background stamp. It is in the holiday the mini catalog on page like 27 or 28. The sentiment is used. I used both of these sentiments, and it's in the Stars at Night. Then my little tag right here is from the Something Fancy dies, and I used this little basic tag right here. So that is what we are using tonight, plus the inks, Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and Shaded Spruce. And then Cherry Cobbler is what is done on the tag and also on the inside of the card. Okay, so let's get started. What we have a card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and burnished along that edge so it stays nice and folded. We have 2 pieces of cardstock, 5 1/4 by 4. One will be for the front and one will be for the inside. We have a tag that I've already die cutted, and then we have this piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's a quarter sheet, and it fits this perfectly, and then we're going to trim it down to the size we want. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to move my camera up just a hair so we have more work room in here, I do believe. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm going to do, here, let's move this over here maybe. Move that out of the way. Open up stamp pads in the order we're going to use them. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon first because it is my lightest shade. And I'm going to go directly from, and the reason why I put this on this big acrylic block is so I can slide it and turn it. Usually I just stick it to my table and it sticks, but I want to be able to turn it. So I'm going to do in here with my lightest color first. I'm not going to care if it gets over on either side of here. It's not really going to matter in the big scheme of things because we will cover it. I will get it on my fingers though. So there we have that nice, and the reason why I'm not using like a the blending brushes is because I want it really inked, and the blending brushes tend to give us a more of a muted look, I should say. Now I'm going to use Shaded Spruce, which is going to go at the bottom. So I'm just going to take my Shaded Spruce, ink all of this up, and I'm just going right over where my Lost Lagoon was on there because it's not going to hurt it. You could take time and wipe it off if you wanted to, but you really don't have to do that. It's not going to hurt it. We're going to go with our Pretty Peacock, which I really love. It reminds me of blue spruce color when it's stamped. And I really need to ink my pad, but I did not want to ink it before I did this video because I was afraid I'd get it too juicy. So just bear with me with it. Let's get it inked up. So we've got that all inked up. I can't hardly tell it's 3 different colors when it's like that. I'm going to take and lay my piece of cardstock down. I'll just put it on one side, lay it down. And then I'm going to take this poor piece of grid paper, has really seen its days. And I just keep using it. You know, you might as well not throw it away until you get it used up as much as you need it. And then I'm going to take what I call my Joni tool because that's my friend that her husband makes these, and I'm just going to go over that, make sure it does a lot better than my fingers do. Whoops. Okay, so we got that done. I'm going to take my piercing tool and I'm going to lift that up, and there we go. So see how pretty all that looks, and you have your different colors. And then how I clean this, you can spritz it, you can do whatever you want, but for cleaning purposes, I just take my chamois since it's wet. and I just wipe it off. Trying not to get it all over me, but you know, that doesn't always work either. So anyway, you kind of want to get your stamp clean, because that's a big stamp and it gets a lot of ink. As I flip it into the next room. So there we go. We have that all inked up. I think I will retire that piece of paper now that I'm done with that. So let me move that stamp out of the way. It's kind of big. I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to back that, as you can see, against the white. So I want to trim this down. This is 5 1/4 by 4, so I'm going to do 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So let's bring the paper trimmer in. And why I keep wanting to turn it the wrong way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little from each end. So I'm just going to take it from this bottom, cut a small piece off, and then I will put this at 5 1/8. And that way I get that white line off of there that's not meant to be there. And that's why you do this a little bit bigger than what you think. So what I'm going to do over here is, I think, do I want to do it all from here? Yeah, that's okay. We're going to do 3 7/8 and do it from here. There we go. So now we have our piece that is cut. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add it right here to my mat of basic white cardstock. When I bought this stamp, I was not thinking Christmas. I was thinking more masculine. And so, therefore, but since it's Christmas time, I thought, oh, I'll make a Christmas card. So there we have that. And I'm going to take some gold ribbon. And I'm just going to cut me a piece a little bit wider than what my card is. Because I think I'm going to put that about right there. I'm going to turn that over. And here I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal. And that way I can just press this down and not have to worry about the glue drying. And therefore I have my little, I'm going to take this end off a little bit. And, whoops. I'm going to move it. It doesn't look real straight to me. There we go. I like that better. And glue it back down. That's one thing that's easy to do. You can mess with it. And so what I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to just add it to the front of my card, because I've already got my ribbon and everything on there. So we can just add that to the card. As you can see, this is really a pretty fast card. Make sure I got it opening the right way. There we go. Because I have been known to glue card on backwards before. Wouldn't be my first rodeo not doing that. Hate to admit it, but that's just the way it goes. So there you go. We have that. Now I'm going to take And I'm going to go ahead and glue my inside in. And then I'm going to stamp my saying for the front and the inside at the same time, okay? I know a lot of people would do their stamping on the inside before they put this down, but I just want to go ahead and put it down. And I think what I'm going to do is this extra piece that I've cut off here, I'm going to add that to the side over here. Just has a little look of those trees, so we can just add a line right down the middle and stick this on. Okay, so now let's get the cherry cobbler out. That's what color I used. And I'm going to stamp my Merry Christmas. And that's out of the Stars at Night set. And so I'm just going to line that up in here and stamp. There's Merry Christmas. And then on the inside here, I'm going to put this inside saying. Get it off of that card. It says, wishing you the best and brightest holiday season. So that is the inside of my card. I'm going to go ahead and use dimensionals and put this on. And I'm going to put 4 because I want it to hold on each side of the ribbon. And let's go ahead, we're going to put that right here. I'm going to cut a piece of my ribbon and I'm going to slide that through right here if I can get my fingers to work. Well, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it in another knot. And I'm just going to hold this one down and pull up here on the top one. And that tends to cover my knot a little bit better that I just pulled. And then I will trim my edges to a short little ribbon. And then I'm going to bring in, these are called Adhesive Back Sequence Trio, and I'm going to use the small ones that's on here. And I'll use my pick tool. And I'll go ahead and just add some of these. And there we go. So we have some little bit of bling on there. We have our tag with our Merry Christmas, and we have our inside stamp. So we have a completed Christmas card, and it didn't take no time at all. This was a quick and fast video, which I will show you one more card. And the only thing that's not done on it is, and I made this was stamped with all Pretty Peacock And you can tell the difference. It has more depth through to it. But this tree stands out. So I did some jewels. I used the dark cherry cobbler, colored them red. But I'm waiting for my little star trinkets to come in, and I'm going to put one right here at the top as soon as those come in, and have that look like a Christmas tree. So that made it a little bit different. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. And but if you took all of this off, you could put like the little truck. You could put that down here, put a happy birthday. You could put one of the deer, you know, walking. You know, we've got deer stamps. We got other little critter stamps you could put in here. There's just a lot of little things you could do to make it more masculine. So, which I'm going to try to be doing that sometime in the future. And I just wanted to show you that. So that is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it is short, but I'm just getting back. I wanted to do something that was fairly easy and something that I've been wanting to do that I haven't done, and this has been it. So I will see you next time, and I hope you all have a very nice day. But I do want to tell you, too, I do make the PDFs for these, and they're over on my Facebook group called Stamp Crazy VIP. And it is a colored picture with the supply list and the directions of how I did the card. So you can hop on over there. You can join my Facebook group. You can pull off. I have over 150 PDFs on there with the videos on there that you can watch. And all the videos I've done on my Facebook page are also what I do on my YouTube, so that they're in both places. So, but anyway, I do have the PDFs over there if you would like to get those. The link to it is in the description below the video. So you can actually just click on that link to go to the Facebook page, and then look under the files section for the techniques, the PDFs of the techniques. Okay, now with all that being said, now I really am going to go, and you guys all have a nice day, evening, morning, whatever time it is you're watching this, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, and bye.